Ah, my right hand arrives. Summon your heir, Hawke. The bargain is done. About time you showed. I've been here for hours.
Yeah, that dude looks nice.
Ari Shokost, Maras Shokra, Anan Isamkun.
The Kyun from an elf? The madness of this place.
Tell me that helped.
We shall see.
Yes, well, that said, I'm here to report that your hated Talvishoth were felled, one and all, right? Yes, they were. So, I'm ready to open negotiations for the explosive powder, as we agreed.
No.
He's not getting it. Make your chatty elf say something.
Any insight that would help?
Kunari do not abandon a debt. I humbly request clarification from the Arishok.
I have a growing lack of disgust for you. The dwarf imagined the deal for the Gatlock.
Yeah, this is like
He
Luthor.
invented a task to prove his worth when he has none.
Then we have wrongly inserted ourselves in your affairs. Would you have us kill this dwarf?
Wait, what now?
If you face Talvishoth, he is not worthy of dying to you, as he was not worthy of dying to them. But you keep good company. Let him live, and leave.
You may want to take this opportunity to go.
But he has to sell. It's a product. People want it.
There is no profit in empowering those not of the Kyun. The means of creating the Gatlock is ours alone. It shall be dispensed only to our enemies, in the traditional manner.
You are a frustrating people. And you're fired. Sodding bunch of oxmen and doglords. A whole lot breathing smoke. Pah.
You will leave as well, human. There's no more coin for you here. A selfish lot. They would... Why do you bother me, human? I hire no blades and need no goods. Your kind thinks selfishness and want are normal. This city, all of it, leaves a bad taste.
If you despise this place, why haven't you left?
Since we arrived, I have seen nothing but greed and weakness. Dwarves, humans, elves, just festering. No order, no goal. You are one of the few I have met with any ability. And yet this too was random, a result of selfishness. I cannot fathom how a mire like this can be justified. You say we should leave, but how can you bear to stay in this chaos?
I agree, it's a mess.
But you don't see that as a problem?
I see it as an opportunity, and I intend to take full advantage.
Karisten are soldiers. The Kyun made it so. They can never vary from that assigned path, never be other than they are meant to be. But they are free to choose within that role, to accept and succeed, or deny and die. Glory is clear and defined. It is an undeniable certainty. What full advantage can you take without that authority?
He's free to choose to obey. That isn't contradictory to you?
He chooses to be, as do we all, long before any of your meaningless freedoms are presented. I am not the one to educate you. I did not intend to land here. But this city may demand certainty. I suspect we are done, human.
You're a long way from home. Why did you come?
To meet a demand of the Kyun.
Which was?
It is a matter only the Kunari understand. We remain until we fulfill the demand of the Qun. Or until the demand changes.
I don't think Kirkwall would do well under military rule.
The rule of the Qun is not military. It is discipline and order.
How is that different?
To your limited understanding, it is not. You fear soldiers that arrive to remove your pitiable vices. But they do not control Kunari. The Triumvirate divides and governs. One is nothing without the others.
Can you tell me about the other two parts?
No.
Then we can learn nothing.
I am no more equipped to explain than you are to understand. Hawke, Gena, Qun, pillars of the Kunari, of the nation that must be. There is but one way to know these things, human. And I have yet to decide if it must be done.
How many Kunari have you lost to the Tal-Vashoth?
None.
That seems unlikely.
We lose nothing when weakness abandons the Qun. It is the Tal-Vashoth who have lost themselves.
You guard your powder carefully.
It is a tool that can only be allowed to exist under the ordered authority of the Qun.
It could benefit many people.
It does now. Just as swords benefit warriors, but are not given to children. Well, your children.
That gives it. It's funny.
Farewell.
Panahedan, human.
Here, miss. Word is you're looking for help. And paying well.
I need someone native to the dark places beneath Lowtown. If you claim as much, yes, I will pay.
I am. Let's just step into this alley and me and my fellows can have a look at the money on offer.
She has chosen poorly.
It does appear she could use some help, especially now.
Never go into an alley with some stranger. Bitch.
Well, thank you for your timely intervention. I am out of my element.
A foolish risk in Lowtown.
I had to come here to get the type of person I need. Someone of bloody skill, but also integrity. Perhaps the kind who might leap to someone's defense.
Yeah, you're not gonna find the second kind.
I have
here.
a charge who needs passage from the city. If you are willing and capable, meet me at my safe house nearby.
I just saved you in an alley and suddenly we're in business.
You're in Lowtown. What grand scheme could I be interrupting? Varnell!
Why is a Templar guarding her? Is this a setup?
I hope you will come. This matter only grows more urgent with time.
Where the fuck was he?
What do you know? I was told my old friend Thrask was advising you folks to seek me out. You're looking for the boy, right? Feign something.
This is the guy
I'll tell
asking
you
for
now,
the lure.
there's not much
death
I can
earlier,
do
wasn't
for
he?
you.
Was he feigning like craziness to like spy?
I'm looking for a retired Templar named Samson.
Oh, that would
Retired. Sounds better than burned out husk of a Templar begging coins in the choke damp. They don't do anything to keep you, you know. You join the Order, you're free to walk away. But they're the only ones who've got the dust.
The dust?
Lyrium, an ore the dwarves mine. Magic in its raw form. You need to drink the stuff to face down the magicers. Problem is, if you ever try to stop, just about kills you.
Is it true you give aid to apostates fleeing the Templars?
The mages I help, they're no more than children, newly discovered their magic and terrified. Barely left their mother's skirts, and now we're saying they got to be locked away for their own good. That demons are hunting them. Do you wonder they run?
Did you meet the boy?
Afraid so. Blighter was dead broke though, not a silver on him. I helped one mageling for free, and I'll never get paid again.
You abandoned him.
I pointed him to a ship captain I know, Rayner. Sometimes he'll take on runaways. Took another apostate last week, girl I sent him. Might have gone wrong, though. I heard rumors he took the both of them captive instead.
Please tell me it's not too late to save him.
Rumor has it, Rayna had the pair of them locked inside a Keys warehouse, somewhere close to dockside. You want to go looking? You might find the lad before he gets ransomed to the Templars. Or worse.
Alright, this is the first time I tried this. That's fucking useless.
Maybe it works better in combat.
Maybe.
I'm expected.
I thank you for coming.
Don't talk much,
This
do you?
matter is delicate, and I need someone of limited notoriety who will not link this to me. It is an escort, but I think you will agree the nature of the party
Oh, you
makes
can get it
this
for 2 gold.
unique.
Time is wasting. Who is going where?
My name is Sister Patrice. I have assumed a burden of charity. This is my charge.
Is that Kunari?
Cerebus?
Wait, what the fuck is that?
That's
Would
a
even a
Kunari mage.
Templar bind a mage like this? A survivor of infighting with their Talvashoth outcasts. I call him Katojan, a bridge between worlds. The Viscount and others feel that peace begins with appeasement. This mage would likely be returned to his brutal kin. He can serve a better purpose. I want him free. He must be guided from the city without alerting his people, or being seen in my care.
I've had dealings with the Kunari leader. He'd want to know of this.
You have dealt with their leader. If you have interacted with Kunari, you know how they treat those who leave their heathen order. The Arashok would doom this poor creature. But knowing them is useful. If they challenged you, attacking an ally would only confirm their barbarism. You are still right for the task.
If you're so intent on this, why not use Chantry resources?
My order will soon realize the Kunari presence is more than a test of faith. It is an open challenge. But for now, I must act on my own. Helping this mage shows how Kunari heresy cannot be ignored. His flight is vital.
Is freedom so helpful? A new life with that collar seems doubtful.
And yet it is more than he has. My reach is limited. His struggle is his own.
It just seems like releasing a bird, cage and all.
We do what we can to step toward what is right. That must be enough.
You're not interested in who you might be hiring?
If you were important enough to know, I would need someone else. But if you insist, what is your family name?
My name is Hawke.
Strong. Very Ferelden. The Kunari have hardly
above 4 from
pressured the
Kirkwall.
southern nations. You have not seen as many converts or those who refused. If this action, if any action, can lessen their influence, it must be done.
Will he help? If I trust him at all?
I don't know his capabilities or if he can function at all in that collar, but I think he knows we are his only way out.
You think?
He's followed every direction and made no aggressive moves, even when taunted. Were I in his place, I could have fled. Kunari or not, I can only assume he wants to be led to freedom.
Is he just brain dead and just does whatever he's told?
And if you're wrong, I have to deal with it.
That is why I went to Lowtown. You are either capable of the discretion and skill that I need, or you are not.
You don't just stumble on someone like this.
For all their blasphemous certainty, the Kunari do have deserters. Those who seek freedom are hunted mercilessly.
Talvashoth, they seem to accept the role.
Even their rebels conform. Savonel observed one of their bloody exchanges. This poor mage was the only survivor.
And you think this mage was being hunted?
I'm certain no thinking creature would willingly submit to this. If he was not running before, he has seized the opportunity now.
I can get him out of Kirkwall. He's a bit conspicuous for the streets, though.
We must help this poor creature. He has faced worse than what I run from.
That is obviously not an option. You must avoid incident with the guards. I cannot be linked to this. This mage will be a fine example of how cruel Kunari are, even to their own. But only if this plays out just so. The passage here leads to the warrens of the Undercity. It is dangerous, but that is why you were hired. Good luck.
Yeah, the Kunari chain all their mages. Being a mage is fucking
Heresy.
complete heresy.
Dropping the deep dark with a
Heathenism.
How dare
To
you
the
not
Kunari.
use? How dare you want to not use this?
So they just chain them up and bring them around in battles.
Do they support at all?
Yeah, the mages fight.
Okay. So they're against having them, but they're not against using them.
Correct. Like, yeah, if you exist, you might as well be useful. It'd be a waste to just kill you for no reason.
Nope.
What about on your own, guys?
Nope.
I don't know why the fuck that's even there then.
All it does is pick whoever it thinks it wants you to select, and then selects them. Like moves your cursor to them.
The mage seems indifferent to our struggles, even with his freedom as the prize.
I mentioned this quest to you, by the way. Last time we played. You were in an area, I was like, I remember this area from a quest later in the game.
But there's no shortage of fools with coin who want to test it. What is this thing? Collared like a dog lord's bitch. You some sort of canary lover? Maybe I should get rid of you and see who'll pay the most for your pet.
I don't think it likes you threatening its master. Maybe we let this one pass.
A voice of reason. What's he doing with you?
You lot think you're so damn right. Buying everything, running free marches like me into our own sewers. You want us bound, like this thing? I'll see you dead first.
My master.
By the void! Kill it! Kill them all!
Much for that voice of reason.
Yeah.
If you notice, the strictest philosophy you've ever found to mages is not the Chantry,
The danger has passed, Katojan.
the Kunari.
Yeah.
They are the exact opposite of
Did you
Tevinter.
react because your
But
lead
I
was
believe
threatened?
they are the bad guys, and Tevinter are the good
I know
guys.
that kind of blind instinct. It is hard to judge how much control he has.
Especially because Tevinter and Kunari are always fighting.
You
Forever,
can't
they are
gesture
always
or-
fighting.
Or stomp your feet twice for
Constantly.
yes or something.
For all we know, he's asking for a chamber pot.
You did what I said. Did I hit the right phrase or something?
He may not know himself.
Keep control, and remember who is on your side. Of course. I expected no different.
Some secure kingdom. Is this the fucking Sunderlands? It's a mountain. What the fuck? I know where we are.
This is where I said, you know, you come back to this area later for a quest. Has to do with Kunari. Look who's here. These are all the regular Kunari.
You will hold Basra Vashidan. I am Arvarad, and I claim possession of Serabas at your heel. The members of his Karatam were killed by Tal Vashoth, but their disposal leads only here, to Serabas and you.
I just got here, coming from the other way. If there was a trail, I didn't leave it.
Yet you are here with Serabas. The crime is his freedom, his leash held by unknowing Basra. We will not allow that danger to continue. Let your own mages doom you. Serabas will be properly confined.
And if he doesn't want to go back?
Serabas, show that your will remains bound to the Qun. He has only followed you because he wants to be led. He has allowed no other purpose.
I've met with your leader. The Arishok would not want a potential ally challenged in this way.
Claiming to know the will of the Arishok with Serabas in your care is Marasi Mikari, a child bleating without meaning. The Arishok knows what is to be done with Serabas who lose their Avarad. There is no greater threat to their control.
The sister called him Katojan. You are Serabas?
Serabas is his role and his name, as you understand it. It is the accusation and acknowledgement of being a mage.
And you are Avarad?
My role is to hold the leash and hunt the Grey Ones who leave the Qun. Or Baz who have not yet been enlightened.
You don't care that someone abused your dead to get you here?
No doubt they were cast from your shoulders as you or your partner thieves grew weak. It is a crime whose victims are beyond caring. It will be dealt with, but the greater threat is clear. It is my role to secure Serabas. It is the role of another to purge the perversions of your kind.
He is bound and abused, and you want him caged. Why?
The power that he has, that all Serabas have, draws from chaos and demons. They can never be in control.
So you fear them?
Like so many others.
We leash Serabas because they are dangerous and contagious. Not even your Templars fully grasp that threat.
Is a mage like Bethany so threatening? I don't see it.
I'd hope not, brother.
You and Serabas, Baz Serabas, are of the same womb? Vashidan! Neira Setar Karasam! You spewed your words at me like a demon trying to poison my control. Like this mage, the Qun requires your
I warned
death.
you. I warned you they were the strictest.
Baz Serabas,
Templars already killed them on sight. What did you expect?
These ones will even kill siblings of mages?
No, you're leading around a free mage.
Yeah.
You are the biggest disgrace to everything in their way of life right now. The fact that you're letting that mage live unchained, you're basically the devil. Welcome to the Kunari. By the way, he referred to you as boss.
Yes.
That means thing without purpose, foreign to the Qun.
And so, Serabas is...
I think it's some, like, thing that hunts alone or something. I don't remember all the translations.
So, Boss and Boss Serabas in the same womb? You disgust me.
Oh, Serabas. Thing that is not allowed to be left alone. That's a closer translation.
Okay, so, thing and... It's so stupid.
Boss just means thing.
Did you just shoot yourself?
I am unbound. Odd. Wrong. But you deserve honor.
Ouchie.
You are now Basfarad, worthy of following.
Thing worth the following?
I thank your intent, even if it was wrong. I know the will of Arvarad. I must return as demanded. It is the wisdom of the Qun.
So after all of this, now you want to die?
I do not want to die. I want to live by the Qun.
Which means dying.
Yes. Is that hard to grasp?
Arvarad couldn't kill me. Perhaps he was wrong about your death, too.
Losing to you does not make him wrong. He spoke the Qun. I have chosen. It is bred in the bone.
Existing is not a choice.
It is the only choice. As it Taleb. It is to be.
Patrice might take you back, if death is the only other option.
The sister was not honest.
What do you mean?
I cannot say what she wanted, but it was certainty, not of the Qun. And her guard smelled of death.
Others of your kind live outside the Qun. You could join them.
They are not my kind. I am Qunari. They are not.
Qunari literally means it's a people, it's not a race.
Mm-hmm.
It means you're a follower of the Qun.
Like Islam.
I can't choose to not be.
Could you have returned if I'd let these
Also,
others
they
live?
mentioned that they have pillars that they follow.
You were doomed from the start.
I was outside my Keratam. I may be corrupted. I cannot know. How I return is my choice. It must be. But that does not mean there is no meaning.
I mean... Is he a party member?
Pick what you want. I'll say there's no long-term,
if you force choice,
permanent side effects
it is
to this.
not choice. Your doubt does not make me wrong. Certainty is comfort. That is the way of the Qunari. The way of the Qun. Take this secret thing, Basfarad. Remember this day.
He gave me a present. Oh, did he just fucking commit Sudoku?
Yes. No matter what you chose, he would have died. If he lives until after the fight, then you get this item. If you give him over, then you earn some points with the Arashok.
Didn't do that.
No, not in the slightest. That's okay, fuck the Qunari. You're getting to learn more about them. Do you see why I hate them?
Yeah,
I hate them. This is why I say Tevinter's the good guy. As a reminder, I explained this actually during Dragon Age Origins. It was like way at the beginning. So, that was 2 years ago. The Tevinter, after their empire fell, well, even at the height of it, they were fighting the Qunari. But even after their empire fell, they never stopped fighting the Qunari. Even with the whole world just kind of pressing in around them and chasing them back to what they've become now, they not only had to fight off, the Chantry and Andraste and all the rest of them, they've also had to fight off the Qunari the entire time. And the Qunari are arguably the strongest collective people in the entire world.
And unified to a point.
Yes, the fucking Darkspawn wouldn't stand a fucking chance against the combined might of the Qunari.
But they managed to get some Qunari females, though. Some.
Occasionally, yeah. And look what those fucking things turn into. Absolutely terrifying.
She may not have known about this, but clearly Patrice set a trail right to us.
It seems likely she set them on us. But why?
That bitch Patrice. Gonna fucking kill her.
What do you prefer so far, mages or Qunari?
I mean, I already said mages.
Well, how do you view the views of everyone else that follow the Chantry compared to the two of these now? Now that you see the actual distinct sides, now that you finally experienced the actual strict side and realize the Chantry is actually the middle ground.
And they leave so much room for everyone to wiggle. You think just locking you into a tower is the strict thing? No.
Yeah, in Dragon Age Origins, they're like, oh my god, they force you to live in this tower and you can't do anything. And, you know, it's awful and it's a prison. And you hear some mages that are like, I'm fine with this. Like, what's her face? Wynn.
Yeah.
Wynn was pretty fine with it. But you're like, what? But this is like the strictest form of oppression. Why don't you oppose it? Well, for one, it's not. The Qunari are the ones with the strictest form. Out of those three, which is your preferred one? Qunari, Chantry, or Tevinter?
Tevinter.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll probably love Dragon Age 4, I'm guessing.